Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. I pray that all is well with you this morning. Listen, y'all, I've been getting a lot of conversation going on my end with people excited about the change in the tariffs. Well, let me tell y'all something. It's good to be excited about the fact that they came to somewhat of some type of solution to hold us down for a minute. But the tariffs are not over. It has not been denied. They put it off for 90 days. 90 days, these tariffs have been put off for 90 days. So even though they imposed their 10% and we imposed our 35%, that's a good thing. You would think that's a really good thing. But why is it that we're just doing this for 90 days? Because of the fact that they haven't really come to a real solution about this situation. So I really believe that don't get too excited right now. Don't go getting too excited because the tariffs have not been denied. They've just been delayed. So therefore, as they have delayed this situation, that means there's some negotiations that's still going on behind the scenes. You may wake up 90 days from now and realize that this is a bam, bam, bam. And China then just said, forget it. See y'all later. I'm out of here. We ain't got time. We got too many people we negotiating with. We got other things to do. We ain't got time to be playing with y'all. And now we out of here. So don't get yourself all in an uproar about this situation. It is good that we are talking. It is good that they are trying to work out something. Don't get me wrong. And we don't want to scare nobody. We don't want you to be scared. We want you to be informed. We want you to actually get on these lines and start Googling and see exactly where this puts you and what state of mind you need to be in and what you think you need to be doing. Does this mean you need to stop preparing? No, it don't mean that, because they have not made a real negotiation as of yet. They said for 90 days. That's what I heard. Now, if I'm hearing it wrong, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mind that. But in the same respect, I really believe that we as a people, there's so much that has been said, so much that has been done, so much that has been exposed. I mean, America, we called them people all out of their name. We called them lazy. Anything come from China, you don't want nothing to do with it. It was all garbage. It was trash. Call these people everything but the child of God. And now we want to negotiate. Now you want to conversate. Now you want to be in their face. Now you want to come back running with our tails between our legs. No, we don't want to do none of that. We don't want to do none of that. I can see in 90 days, and I pray that I'm wrong, but I can see China saying, see y'all later. We out of here. Because if y'all not trying to give us what we want and we're not trying to negotiate fairly, then there's no need us talking to y'all, because they already got other people that they can work with. Even though I am one that's going to miss my Temu. Because let me tell y'all something. A lot of y'all might think that that's cheap junk and it's this and it's that. But it has kept a roof over my head to be able to buy some things at a cheaper price and to be able to afford to pay my mortgage payment, pay my car note at the time, and to continue to keep clothes on me and my son's back that were affordable but yet look decent. Gave us some sort of fashion sense to be able to dress ourselves and look nice. So no matter what y'all say, I really believe that they dress well, and I thank them for all the things that they have made affordable to this part for us to reach. Even right now with Temu, if I was to get online and order Temu right now, there's a lot of things that you can still get right now that are saying no import charges are being added. So it would make sense for those of us that are not rich, those of us that don't have a lot of money, those of us that cannot shop at the mall or can't afford Birkin bags and Louis Vuitton and Chanel. And we could afford it. We just chose not to. We chose to keep a roof over our head. We chose to keep our car paid. We choose to be responsible, because it would be easy to pack up everything and go live in my car just so I can walk around and be cute, so I can walk around and perpetrate a fraud and make somebody think that I got it going on when I don't, when I would rather be responsible and keep a roof over my head and pay my own bills, and ain't got to be out there, as they say, dropping it like it's hot just to get a mortgage payment, dropping it like it's hot just to get somebody to pay a car note, or dropping it like a hot just for somebody to put food on the table. It feels good to be able to spend your money where it's needed, because see, a lot of times, unless you're making lots of money, if you really look at the people around you, you got a lot of irresponsible people that are riding around in BMWs. You got a lot of irresponsible people that are actually riding around dressed to the nines now, but they ain't got no home of their own. They're not paying their own bills. They basically ain't even really feeding themselves. They will connect with people that would do all that for them or lay on mom and daddy's couch so that they can afford to be able to live that glamorous life of which they not afford. And then now that things are beginning to look like it's about ready to fall apart, people begin to cry and people begin to shake and waver. Well, let me tell y'all something. These tariffs have brought out a lot of things. There's a lot of hurt that's been done. There's a lot of things that have been said. But y'all want to know exactly why I really believe that China is even fooling with us in that fashion? Because they're about that money. They know how to get that paper. I will put my feelings on the back burner as long as y'all buying my stuff. Them Temu orders are still coming in. Them Shein orders are still coming in. They still coming after these Birkin bags that they thought, quote unquote, was the world's best bags in the world. They found out they're being made right there in China. Some women still want them. We'll pay $1,400 for that bag. Yes, we'll give you $1,400 for that Birkin. We ain't give you no 38,000 for that Birkin. We ain't give you no 20 or 50,000 for that Birkin because we ain't got that. But the American people still got enough money to buy that Chanel from the Chinese. They still got enough money to hit that warehouse and get as many bags as they want so they can look fashionably and feel like they part of society as well. And I really believe that because we're about that money, we know how to put our feelings on the back burner. Let me tell y'all something. There was a time in my younger years when I used to get out there and hustle as well. And I used to go to the flea markets. I used to go buy storage units. I used to go to the yard sales. I used to do all this stuff in my younger day. And I was a hustler, straight hustler. The boys used to quiver when they see me show up at the auction because they knew I was about that money. I'm coming at them. I don't care if I looked at that storage unit and I could see that that storage unit would bring me back $900 and all I had to pay was maybe like $200 for it. They be trying to get it for $70, $80. They might be trying to get it for $200. I'll pay up to $400 for it. I could care less because I know how the flip game worked. As long as I was going to make a profit, I was going to be okay. And this is where China is right now. China's going to make a big profit off of this situation. Why? Because for the mere reason, the American people, us ones that are out here, including myself, that are broke, those are the ones that don't have that big money to spend, but we got enough money to keep a roof over our head and we can get on that line and we can order 5 pair of capri pants for $23, and we can order 5 t-shirts for $14, and we can get on our order stuff for our kids, and my son can dress decent and look nice when he go to school, and he's getting his shorts 5 and 6 pair for $23. Come on, Temu, come on through Shein. This is exactly, and these people know how to get that money. This is why they were dealing with this is my opinion. Let me tell my story. Let me tell you how I see it. I believe this is why they were dealing with the designer industry in the first place, because they had sense enough to know that if they mass produced them bags, they were mass producing that $1,400. They were mass producing the opportunity to continue to keep making them bags. They were mass producing the opportunity to keep the American people quiet. Come on, somebody. While they prosper and while they go ahead and get that money, and now they've gotten that money, now they up on their feet, now they looking real good. Okay, y'all want to come at us again? Y'all got some more money y'all want to spend? Okay, we'll do 10%. We'll do 10% because we know we're going to get 100% because we know the American people need these goods. We know there's a lot of people over there that can't afford these high-end designer as they say, bills on these high-end designer things. But we're going to create them some beautiful things that are affordable, but we're not going to slack up on the production of the things. Because even in the dupe industry, there was levels to that too. You could get dupes that were just trashed. They were trashed. They would melt as soon as the heat hit them. They were just trash. But then you had your high-end, as they call them, dupes, the ones that was made the same way as the ones that you got walking around on your hip thinking you all that in a bag of chips, but it's the same dupe, and they were paying $400 and $500 a pocketbook. I know, because back in the day, I bought some as well. Back then, they were selling like hotcakes, and they were trying to keep them out of the street, trying to keep them off the market, trying to keep them out of the flea market, trying to keep them off the streets of New York. But somehow it ain't leaked. Them pocketbooks were being sold like pancakes on a griddle. They were out there flipping them, and I mean, they were flipping them. They were flipping them and making good bread. So let me tell you this. This is why China is not interested, in my opinion, or worried about them tariffs, and they ain't worried about that 90 days. That's 90 more days they got to eat. That's 90 more days they got to drag some more money out of the American economy. That's 90 more days they got to supply and demand. That's 90 more days they know we're going to order off of Temu Shein. And I know I'm not the only one, so you ain't no need y'all looking at me strange. Don't look at me like that, because I know I'm not the only one that got your cart already full and ready to push that button now that you know that them tariffs ain't gonna hit right yet, and they're not hitting as hard right now, so you can get all your stuff right now. You can get all your stuff and you can get it with no import charges, just about. So I know a lot of y'all carts is already full, ready to hit that button, but you don't want nobody to know that you got that outfit from Shein or you got that outfit from Temu. Why? Because you might be dating somebody that might turn their nose up at that. You might have family members that turn their nose up at that. You might be walking around people that turn their nose up. They don't even know where your outfits come from. And that's another thing. I told y'all back in the day, day when they used to always think that everything came from China was garbage. If you told somebody something came from China, they threw it down because they said China was mass producing everything. Even when you would buy wet knots and things of that nature, they had these little precious moments. Remember the Precious Moments wet knots? Y'all type in the comments if y'all remember any of this I'm talking about. The Precious Moments wet knots. Well, they had the Precious Moments mass produced over in China, and there was so many precious moments that people didn't know the real ones from the fake ones. But that's how them pocketbooks are out here too. Some of them pocketbooks, you don't know the real ones from the fake ones. They got levels to this thing. You can buy high-end dupes, Louis Vuitton. You can buy high-end dupe Chanel, high-end dupe Prada, high-end dupe even the Tom Ford colognes. All of them have been mass produced. They all just took another name, but they smell the same. That Baccarat Rouge, all this stuff has been mass produced. China done threw us, so as y'all say, China done threw all theirs in the game, and now they done threw in the game. But guess what? Y'all are out secretly buying that, and you passing it off when you're out on these dates and you're out in people's face and you go to people's house. They're passing all this stuff off as real. They just removed the label that says buy in China. I remember when I was at the flea market, I've told this story several times. When I was younger, I'd be at the flea market trying to flip stuff, and people would pick up stuff on my table, they'd throw it back down because it said made in China. But once I got hip to that, I went around my table myself and I cut off all the tags, everything. I'm at a yard sale. Why do I need tags on stuff? I came to sell. I came to flip. And see, this is what I love about the China situation, is because they're coming to get that money. They're coming to get that money right now. This is how you get blindsided. This is how y'all get blindsided, because you don't understand the game. You don't understand the hustle game. You got to be out there, in there, and to be able to get in there and play the game the way it's to be played. You take your emotions off the table, but you put that bread on the table. You put that money on the table. You go get that bag. This is why a lot of y'all won't go to work right now. This is why a lot of y'all losing your job right now. This is why a lot of y'all don't understand that when one door shuts, you go ahead and get another door. Jump on in. I don't care if it's at McDonald's. Do what you need to do to be able to function. Do what you need to do to be able to take care of your family. It does not matter if you're making $8 or $25 or $30 if you don't know what to do with it. If you don't understand the hustle game, and I'm going to tell you, the hustle is real when you know the game. China knows the game. China knows the game. They sold them $1,400 pocketbooks for $38,000. Come on, somebody. Come on, you mean to tell me they don't know how to hustle, and y'all think for 1 minute it's over? It's over? It ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. They're not done with us yet. They're not done with us yet. Why? Because we have showed them over and over again. I hope y'all like my new hairdo. It's hot outside, y'all. It's humid, so I had to pick these braids up. They was kind of thick. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, they have showed us over and over again that they know how to put their emotions on the back burner. And y'all need to know how to do the same. Put your emotions on the back burner and get what you need. Get what you need. Effing so you have lost your job. Effing so you have gotten laid off. Effing so you don't see no income coming from one avenue. Get yourself another one. Get yourself another. Get yourself multiple streams to get up and start moving. Begin to search deep down inside of you and see what else it is that you have that you can offer somebody else to be able to create an income for yourself. Dig deep and begin to move in a way. Now, this is, like I said, this is that old wisdom talking. See, I'm out of the game now. I'm an old G. I'm one of them old mothers now that I'm passing the baton, passing it to you, and you, whoever will watch and whoever would listen. That those made in China tags that they were throwing away, China done exposed some stuff. China done put it on the table. Y'all looking down on us? Y'all think we garbage? Y'all think we don't know nothing? Y'all think that y'all better than us? Y'all want to walk around? We don't have to walk around showboating because we got your money in our pocket. When I got your money in my pocket, I don't need to walk around showboating. When I got your money in my pocket, I don't need to get dressed. I don't need to wear the finest, this, that, nothing, but I know I can if I want to. Them China folks ain't playing with y'all. They're not playing with Birkin. They're not playing with Chanel. They're not playing with Louis Vuitton. They coming with it. They're letting you know it's all about paper. They're going to keep quiet. If you pay somebody some hush-hush money, of course they're going to keep quiet when it's benefiting them, once they get that bag. But the minute the door was open and it was an opportunity for them to say, ha, nobody's going to know. Somebody's going to know. Somebody's going to know, because whatever you do in the dark, sooner or later is going to come to the light. No matter what you do, eventually it's going to be told. There's nothing new under the sun. This is not a new way that they treated us. This is not a new thing that we've been going through. You know for yourself. Anybody on the sound of my voice, you have did it somewhere along your life. You have did it. You were supposed to keep a secret, but you couldn't keep it. You had to tell it. The minute somebody get you mad or you get pissed off or things don't go your way, y'all, some of you grown and y'all still do it to this day. Nobody's going to know. Well, everybody's going to know, because now we know because China done put it out there. China done told a lot of things. America done said a lot of things. There's been a lot of things said. But put your feelings on the back burner. Let's get these tariffs done. Let's get this money coming across this border. Let's get this money coming across this state line. Let's get this money coming back into the city. Let's get this money coming back into the country. Let's get this money coming back across these American people's table. Let's get this money coming back so you can eat. And we don't care nothing about your feelings. All we want is that money. Just like Jesus don't care nothing about your feelings. All he wants is your soul to be saved. Y'all got to know. Y'all got to know this stuff. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it. So, oops, here it is. Here it is. Somebody's telling you that as long as you pay me, and that's with anything and anybody, your worst enemy, if you pay them, they'll stop being your enemy. They'll love you till death do y'all part. If you pay me. Because that's how they've been raised. That who raised you. This is exactly where we're going with this. Who raised you? Because if you ain't been raised up in the word of God and you ain't been raised up with a godly family, you're going to act just like this. We're going to put our feelings on the back burner. And we're going to play tit for tat. Your kids did that. I'm going to get you back. No, you're going to get you back. No, you did this to me. I'm going to do this to you. You better not hit me. Don't hit me no more. I'm going to hit you. You put tariffs on me. I'm going to put tariffs on you. You raise yours. I'm going to raise mine. We're going to keep doing this. And while we hurt people in the midst and do not care what the middle person is going through, because it's all about that money. We got that money on the table. It's just like saying, you got to know when to fold them. Know when to hold them. You got to know when to walk away. And you got to know when to run. You got to know. So China is leaning because they know how to get that money. And they know that money's coming. Them Temu orders will study coming in. Stay tuned for a Temu order that I'm about to do later on today. There will be a Temu order on the table. Thank you very much for listening. That was my rant for the morning. I pray that somebody gets something out of this. I pray it will open your eyes and realize that when money's on the table, feelings go out the window. When money's on the table, love go out the window. When money's on the table, nobody cares what you think. Your thoughts go out the window. All they want is that bag. They chasing that bag. And China been chasing that bag for a long time, and they know how to get it. So this 90-day recess, 90-day reset. We don't know how it's going to turn out at the end of these 90 days. But right now, they about ready to play ball. Like, they don't care nothing about how it's going to turn out. They can sit down there and wait because they know the orders coming in. They know y'all going to continue to keep buying. You're going to continue to keep sending that money across there. And the thought of being a relief, it is. Because you think I'm not putting my order in? Stop playing with me. My order going in as we speak. Believe that. Because before it's over, if it's going to be over, I'm going to have sense enough to get everything I need. If y'all still out there chasing that bag, y'all still running to that nail shop, y'all still running to get them wigs, why you think they were selling all of that? Because they knew how to get that paper. You wear it and you didn't even have a store to buy it. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? It don't take rocket scientists to figure this thing out. All it takes for you to do to have a little wisdom and have a little common sense. And realize it ain't never been about you. It ain't never been about you. It's always been about that money. It ain't a damn thing funny. Nothing. This is where all this attitude coming at. Attitude is supposed to be there. Because it's always about that money. Anytime you're dealing with money, anytime people got their money on the table, there's going to be tension, high tension. The stakes are high. The stakes are high. I know how to play poker. Yeah, I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled. But I've been playing poker, pity pat, tongue. I know how to play all that. And when the money's on the table, the stakes is high. And a lot of time you're going to get peace and quiet. When the money's on the table, it's going to be quiet. Because there's a lot of strategizing going on. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know nothing about. But that's okay. Let them keep their strategy over there and you get yours over here. And your strategy should be to get what you need while you can get it. Buy what you need to start stocking your house. Continue to keep doing what you need to do. Grab as many pieces of income, as many streams of income, as many jobs as you can get out there. Go out there and get yourself one. But do what you need to do to feed and take care of your family outside of the system. Outside of the system. Because I'm going to tell you, the system's not designed for you. It's not for you. It's not for you to win. It's not for you to win. You got to go out there and get a job. Go out there and build your income. Go out there and begin to not walk in pride. Not walking there. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do no DoorDash. I ain't walking in no McDonald's. I'm not gonna do that because I'm corporate. I got a degree. I got a degree. Your degrees ain't gonna save you. People with degrees are getting laid off. People with degrees ain't had a job in Lord knows how long. But people with common sense are still working. People that understand the assignment are still making that money. People that are actually trying to live and trying to make it, they don't care nothing about that. Just like China don't care nothing about your feelings. They just want that paper. So with that being said, that's my rant for today. And I pray that it blesses somebody. Eat what you can off of this table and spit out the rest. Because when I be on here, I be telling exactly how I felt. And this is how I felt this morning. This is exactly how I felt this morning. So I came with it to uplift, motivate, and inspire you to do something different in your life. Begin to do something different. Start to change the way you think about things, the way you see things. And understand, when there's money on the table, the Bible speaks and says that money is the root of all evil. It's not even the money that's evil, it's the people that's behind it. The people that's behind it, the people that's chasing it. So, you that's chasing after God, I love you. Continue to keep doing what you know how to do. You're right where you need to be. God will provide. I love you. I'm here to uplift, motivate, and inspire you. But just know that these tariffs ain't over. This war is not over. And truly, with the way it looks right now, as far as I'm concerned, it just begun. I love y'all. Be blessed and move accordingly. Oh, and before I go, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel. We uplift, motivate, and inspire over here. And if you have not, turn on your notifications so that you will be notified when I drop my next video. I love you and be blessed.